What's going on, horror fans? It's your pal VM Video Master here. Now, before we dive into today's twisted tale, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt uneasy at a carnival or even at a circus? Maybe it's the clowns, the strange music, or the feeling that something's watching you. Keep that in mind as you listen to this story and stick around after the video, because I'll be asking you about your own personal experiences at a carnival. And what scares you the most? Now, let's step into the nightmare. They say the carnival is a place for fun, bright lights, music, and laughter. But have you ever noticed what lurks in the shadows, behind the glimmering facade? The flickering lights hide secrets. The cheering music drowns out muffled cries, and the smiling faces, well, not all of them are human. This is the story of the night I learned the truth about carnivals and why I'll never set foot in one ever again. It started as a simple night out with friends. The carnival rolled into town complete with its Ferris wheel, funhouse, and a mysterious new attraction called the Maze of Mirrors. My friends insisted we check it out. It was rumored to be the scariest thing in town. Reluctantly, I agreed. The moment we entered the carnival, something felt off. The workers weren't just wearing costumes. Their faces seemed unnaturally tight, their eyes too glossy. The laughter from the crowd didn't feel joyful. It sounded strained. But the smell of popcorn and caramel apples masked the unease, and my friends dragged me deeper into the chaos. The maze of mirrors stood at the edge of the carnival, its entrance lined with flickering neon lights. As we entered, the air grew colder, and the laughter from outside seemed to vanish. At first, it was fun, distorted reflections of ourselves, endless hallways of glass. But then the mirrors began to change. The reflections no longer matched our movements. They smiled when we didn't, waved when we stood still. Then, one by one, the mirrors stopped showing us at all. Instead, they revealed other faces, pale, gaunt, and staring directly at us. My friends laughed nervously, thinking it was part of the attraction. But when one of the mirrors cracked without anyone touching it at all, I knew we had to leave. The maze became a labyrinth. No matter which way we turned, we ended in the same room, surrounded by mirrors. My friends started to panic, their reflections taunting them, whispering things I couldn't hear. That's when I saw it. A figure, tall and shadowy, moving through the mirrors as though they were water. It wasn't a trick of the glass. It was inside the maze with us. One by one, my friends disappeared. Their screams echoed through the maze, swallowed by the laughter of that thing. I was alone, running aimlessly, desperate to find the exit. The mirrors began to shatter as I passed the shards, slicing the air like knives. Finally, I burst through a hidden doorway, collapsing onto the damp grass outside. But when I turned back, there was no maze, just an empty field. The carnival workers stared at me, their glossy eyes unblinking as if they knew I had seen too much. My friends were never found, and the carnival vanished the next day. Now, whenever I hear carnival music, I feel cold fingers on the back of my neck. I'll never forget the laughter from those mirrors, or the faces that weren't my own. That's why I'll avoid carnivals for the rest of my life. So, what do you think? Would you dare step into a carnival like that? Let me know in the comments below. What would you have done in the maze of mirrors? And if this story chilled you to the bone, let me know what scary topic you'd like me to tackle next. Clowns, haunted houses, or maybe even a ghostly tale from your own hometown. Also, Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to keep the chills coming. Until next time, sleep with the lights on, if you can. And like I always say, I'll see you in the next video.